the Garrets?
No, never.
Never heard of the Garrets?
No, never.
Do you know that they're a band? They're in New York.
I've heard of bands in New York, yeah, but not the Garrets.
So the point of this documentary is that I'm following around Jesse James Kelly. Jesse James Kelly is one of my best friends. I've known for years. He's the lead singer and lead guitar player of a band called the Garrets in New York City. He's one of my best friends. For his show today, at one time, Jesse was a filmmaker. Now he's just a music maker. Okay, now cut the crap and tell me how this band started.
I met Ian at not Ian, what's his name? Jesse. I saw Jesse at a coffee shop, and he was like, hey man, you want to come join my band? And I was like, all right. And then we started playing, Jesse and I, and then as time went on, we added more and more members. And it all started about 4 or 5 months ago, and here we are today.
Right. Wasn't the Garrets originally a different band?
I believe it may have been. In fact, I slightly recall Zev and one other guy. Who was that guy?
That was me. I was the other guy.
Oh, it was you. He was in the Garrets. Well, I think you're an honorary Garret, if it makes you feel better.
Well, I don't really give a shit. I'm already in another band, and I'm just making a documentary about you guys. But I guess I still am, in a way, a Garret. But do you remember the problems with the drugs?
I told Jesse, like, if you're gonna do coke, man, don't freebase that shit. I was like, just put it up your nose, man. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. We can't smoke in here? We have to smoke outside?
Bloomberg passed a law you can't smoke in Ian's living room.
So how has that affected the band?
I can't smoke when I'm playing bass. I get pissed.
You can't smoke. So you're the bassist again in the Garrets?
Yeah.
Oh. So it really is the same old lineup, only Jesse is in fact the new me, and you guys don't sound like punk music anymore. Do you have any weed right now?
I'm actually weedless, unfortunately, but this guy found some on the road last night, so maybe...
He already smoked it all last night.
Oh, of course he did. It's Jesse James Kelly.
Hey, I don't want to get a reputation, man. Ixnay.
You already got one for smoking crack right on this videotape.
Yeah, great.
Alright, just as a disclaimer to the viewers of this videotape, Jesse Kelly does not smoke crack.
I went back to Willow Creek, where the trees grow tall around the mountain's peak. I heard the sounds we used to hear when she was mine and the creek ran clear. Returning, there's no question whether I can turn back the years. Look in my direction, I'll be here. No one knows me around these parts. Some would say that I am a saint, a lonely drifter with a broken heart. I've been to hell and back again. Returning, there's no question whether I can turn back the years. Look in my direction, ain't it clear? There's a southbound train headed down to Memphis through the pouring rain, in the opposite direction going home. Now the creek, it has run dry, and many a year has passed me by. You'll see me once in a while at Willow Creek for the rock revive. Returning, there's no question whether I can turn back the years. Look in my direction, ain't it clear?
Listen, I don't care what anybody else thinks. Do I still smell bad?
Hold on.
Nah, I kissed your neck. You smell great.
Oh shit! He's got a lotion in it.
Listerine? How about a toothbrush, pal?
Speed stick.
That's the reason why I only kissed your neck and not your mouth.
Ow! Shit! Oh, dude. Ah!
For the insurance claim, we at least have documentation.
Yeah, this is true. Those nails are
This
insured.
guy's got a metal plate in his head. Nothing can hurt him.
Hey, man. You don't need to bring up the metal plate in the head, the missing
Picks up
teeth.
pirate radio, man.
I do not pick up pirate radio, but sometimes I get headaches in bad weather, but that's about it.
His brain freezes up, man.
My brain does not freeze out. Shut up.
Or it'll just get really hot. It'll be like a hot plate. This is your brain on fucking Dobbs. It's like a Vietnam veteran. Steven's guitar's broken.
Who is Steven?
No, wait, Sinead called me.
Guitar player.
Is he in
Bill?
the band?
Sinead called, yeah,
Yeah,
Bill called me.
that might-
Remember I called Bill called me 2 weeks ago and said, let's have something that's not on a Sunday, like on a better night.
Do you know if Steven's coming to sound check? That's all I need to know. Because he doesn't pick up his phone. He never answers. I'll try calling him right now. If it doesn't work, I'll call you at work, alright? Well, we're supposed to do sound check at 2 o'clock, and we're sitting here at Ian's right now. What time? Alright, fine. I'll try calling him, I guess. Thanks. Bye.
I left him messages being like, the sound check is on this date at this time.
He's
So
at work, man.
he's at work. Oh, great.
He's at work?
That's what she said. He's probably not coming because he has to work today.
He's not
Is he
playing.
coming to fucking the show?
Well, yeah.
He better come to the fucking
He's coming to the show, obviously, but he's not going to sound check.
How is that obvious?
Just people don't dish out gigs and stuff like that unless they're like really flake. He doesn't strike me as a big flake.
He doesn't strike me like that either, but I thought he would, you know,
Yeah, really.
fucking call me.
Yeah.
That's very
I
understandable.
just care about the show. That's all I really care about.
The guy at the show sound. Yeah, Pete, can you play guitar?
He's got a long
Just call him.
distance number.
What's so creepy about Ian?
He's just creepy.
What's your favorite?
You can't show
Ian?
him this tape until I have an apartment because I still need to stay at this place.
No one's gonna see this for a long time.
He's gonna be fucking with it later, like creepy Ian. What do you mean? That's what he is. Nah, he's just creepy, man.
So give us a story about Ian.
He's got those bugged out eyes. He's telling me this the other day. He's
Those
like,
beautiful bugged out eyes.
He's telling us
Those
what.
supple bugged out lips.
Hey, do some documenting here, man. The guy's ready to cough up the story.
This is just from a couple of days ago, but we're smoking some
Patchouli.
and
You can say drug references in this and no one's gonna care. You realize that, right?
You
Okay.
might care in 10 years from now.
There's no...
show me.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you're running for Senate or something.
Right. No, but he was telling me, yeah, like, I don't want to smoke any bud because just in case we hang out with any girls. And I'm like, dude, you're just as weird, you know? Like, he's just as weird whether he smokes or not. And then
Girls like him though.
And listen, we're in the stores. Yeah, I know girls like him, but we're in the stores, like convenience stores, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and like there's this big black guy, buying fucking blunts or whatever, and he's talking to me about how I need to. If you're gonna be in New York City, you need to hustle. You need to do this. You need like this 12-step program to making it in New York. And he's so fucking loud, and like he just has no volume. He's got that Italian whisper, man. He's just.
I know, man. He was at my work.
He embarrasses the fuck out of me everywhere.
He was at my work, and the cook had him go outside because he was talking too loud in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then my boss came out and was like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking outside?" And he's like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Oh, I work at Oliva." And like my boss was like, "Oliva? It's a competition. Were you stealing our napkins?" Or what?"
He's got that creepy fucking laugh too, man. Where it gets all up in your face like he's gonna kiss you. Wow, what a creep star. Creep star. That's what he is.
One time, we were in practice, and like, it was a really frustrating practice. Me and Rob were arguing the whole time, and everybody was just like, "Come on, get this shit together." Everybody was unhappy with the way songs were going, and then like Ian just kept yakking the whole time, Ian and Rob, and finally I was just like, "Ian, you talk a little bit too much, And then everybody was kind of like, "Yeah, you're talking a lot." And then he fucking goes into this fucking diatribe about how he talks too much for like 10 minutes. We're just like, "Ian, the only way to get him to shut up is if you start playing guitar."
Right. He's so condescending. He told me my music was cute. And what's with that V? He's like, girls like the V.
You know who else had the V? Jasmine Wagner.
Creepy Jasmine.
Creepy Jasmine. Very creepy. Jesse, tell us about Jasmine.
Let's all have the V when Ian comes back.
I remember one thing about Jasmine Wagner, and that is the scarf that was given to her by her mother, which was worn at one point at some fucking cocktail party, apparently, by Nico. I guess she fancied it. So Nico's touched this thing. One day I get a call from Alex Dobbs saying, "I need to get home right now. He's going to put all my stuff out on the street. The scarf is missing." It was at that point when I realized I'd eventually have to take a butcher knife over to Dobbs' apartment and cut out his spleen.
So Ian, what's up?
Oh, nothing much, man. We're just getting ready to do the sound check. I don't really know what we need. I was talking to Jesse, and he said we needed some mics, and I thought we had some mics, and there should be mics there, but there's not, and we need to get some monitors, and I don't really know what's going on. The reason I wear my hair like this is because if I grow it out, it gets all stringy, and girls tell me they like the V, and I don't know, are we getting ready to go?
We should all have the V when he comes back.
Let's all go smoke some cigarettes.
Let me see the V.
Eddie Munster style. It's more of just a miniature devil lock.
I wonder what he'll do once he knows that we all have the V.
How's my devil lock looking? Jazzy, you look beautiful tonight. I've been reading your online profile and I loved it.
Perfect. Your online profile.
I love it when you air your dirty laundry in public for all that fucking hear about it.
Well, I mean, if Steve...
Attitude, you got some fucking attitude.
Says to me, attitude.
You need an air adjustment right now, right? We're all doing the V right now.
Let me see myself so I can see if I can get the fucking
Okay,
thing
let's get
around
a cab here. Does anybody know a cab service around here? I'm going down to visit an old friend of mine, to the fiery flame at sunset, down on the borderline. This evening's growing darker, the moon is cast aglow. When the morning finds me lonesome, there's a place I have to go. Well, if you see that falling star burning out of time, remember us and what once was and what we left behind. Now I know where my mission lies. Shall I choose to tell the story of the crossroads on the borderline I dwell? In the desert sand, there's an ancient man making all those plans out in no man's land. The wounded drifter travels along the trail alone, obscured in total darkness. His future is unknown. Now I know where my mission lies, because I chose to tell the story of the crossroads on the borderline I dwell. In the desert sand.
Can you believe that Jesse made me use profanity from that young child who actually was avidly trying to find out where we were playing tonight?
You use profanity in front of a little child.
Jesse was like, "Can you help out here, dog?" You know, trying to like assess the situation. And immediately after which, like, you know, I lost my lid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like telling him to fucking suck mine, and like there's this little girl right next to me. I was like, Jesus, man, seriously. Why can't I be a catcher in the ride? Gotta wipe those curses out. Seriously. Would you like a cup of coffee too, Ace? Ace.
Call me Ace. Call me Ace.
How exactly did it come to be that the Garrets played at the show?
Well, Zach is roommates with Jesse, and so Zach suggested them, and I heard their CD, and I was like, oh, sounds good, so called them up, booked them.
But you're aware that the CD is actually of a different band, right?
No, I wasn't.
It was a band called the Gumdrops. It's a completely different band.
Oh.
So do you feel like you were left in the dark?
No, I'm not worried about it. I have faith in Brooklyn bands.
So when you first met the band, what was your reaction?
Well, I first met Jesse. I was giving him flyers, so I didn't really have any major reactions.
That's cool. Yeah. I used to be in a band with Jesse. It was called The After Party. We broke up on stage. Yeah. Jesse and I got into a fight. It was a fist fight. Well, sort of. We just kind of slapped at each other for a sec. He was the bass player in that band.
You were the guitarist.
And the singer. And I wrote all the songs. What if they break up on stage?
You know, that would probably be really good for us because, you know, you don't see that every day. You don't see a band break up on stage every day.
Yeah.
You know,
It's known to happen.
It's a treat for the audience, especially if there's slapping involved.
Slapping, yeah. Okay, we're done.
Relax, it's a $600 fucking appointment, man. You fucking knocked it down 2 times in 2 shows.
Dude, you were gonna take your fucking wheels off the thing, weren't you? Yeah, you took your goddamn wheels off.
So far, it's a total disaster, and probably it'll continue in that line. You know, but I think if we get the guys to get a little bit of spirit instead of this nonchalant, I gotta go have a cigarette, it's more important than doing sound check attitude, then maybe we'll accomplish something, you know.
This guy's just breathing. This guy's just breathing. I got contact. God damn it.
fucking Garrett.
It's a Sunday, so get your mom's permission.
Jesse James Kelly.
Jesse James.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Jesse James Kelly.
Tell me anything you said.
Yeah. Well, we got to get all of our stuff off stage, but you know,
Is there anything you want to say?
I think you did a good job with this video. I think that's all I got to say, pretty much. That's it.
How do you feel the performance went?
It was mediocre to average.
Well, like, how did you deal with like losing your guitar player at the last minute?
Well, we found another one immediately within 5 minutes of losing the rest. So anybody who's in the right mind who plays guitar well will want to join the Garrets, I think.
Thank you.
Sure.
There you have it, folks.